now that the Tampa Bay Lightning are eliminated, Zook, hold on a sec. Now that Steven Stamkos' future for the Tampa Bay Lightning is in question, and knowing that he's got ties with Marty St. his past teammate and captain, he's got ties with Vinny Lecavalier, who's in the Montreal Canadiens organization. Should we ask this question? And it's the talk of the town right now. Should the Canadiens try to sign Steven Stamkos if he's not going back? If he doesn't get signed by July 1st by the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team he's built a legacy and he's brought 2 Stanley Cups there, was their captain for years, one of their best players ever to wear that jersey. If he does not go back, should the Canadiens try to sign him? Silence is golden, and Zook's.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I think you've also said this, right? And even Anthony, you guys are having a discussion on our group chat, if you will. He's going to probably want term if he's going to sign at a discount.
1,000%.
Now term. He's 34 years old.
Yeah, he's going
to. Do you really want to sign a guy that's inevitably on his decline? Statistically, I know he still scored, but he's in a team that is allowing him to score these goals. He's not going to have that in the Canadiens. But
he's got that being said, Kucherov, yes.
Yeah, dude. He's on cloud 9, dude. Like, he could fucking be sick with the flu and still score a hat trick. You can't compare that. But okay, so let's talk mathematics. Let's say they signed him for 4 years.
Yeah,
and they match that salary that Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield are making, the $8 million mark. Would you accept that, you think?
I don't think he gets $8 million anywhere. Maybe his first year. Let's say you sign him for 4 years.
Average I'm talking about, though.
Okay, what's the AAV?
8?
I think 7 or 6.
6? Dude, yeah. Anderson's making 6.5. A guy that scores 40 goals is going to get $6 million?
Yeah, but a guy that's 34, 35 and on the decline, like the end of his. So I say.
So I don't think. Yeah, go for it, Sam.
You give him if you could sign him at 5 year $5 million AAV.
Oh, okay, $5 million. Dude.
Like
yeah,
the first. No, but it's like
salary.
It's like you're paying him $7 million the first year. $7 million the second year, then it drops to 4, and then it drops to like 3 in like the final 2 years.
And a few bonuses if ever they make the playoffs.
Signing bonus or performance bonus, blah, blah, blah. But I don't, even in the salary cap era and even with the cap going up another $4 million, I personally would love him to be with the Canadiens if for a cheap deal, even if it's 3-4 years. If you sign him at like $4 million average, 4 to 5 max, and then I don't think so either. I'm just saying this is what I would prefer. This is if this is listen. Kent Hughes he's an ex-agent, like he knows how this 100%. Shit works. So we have that advantage. But I also think Stamkos is going to want to go to a team that he is just one final piece of the puzzle. Correct. Where he doesn't have to play that same role that he had in Tampa. He's got to be their best forward or the second best forward or even the third best forward with Kucherov and Braden Point. But if he's the number, can you imagine he goes to the Rangers on a discount, but he doesn't have to be up there with Zibanejad, with Kreider, with Panarin, but he's their number 4 with Lafreniere and Trocheck and maybe
he's going to excel.
Capo, dude. That's dangerous.
I was also
the Rangers are going to be cup contenders for the next 3-4 years. They're going to be always one of the favorites to win the cup. He's probably going to want to go to a team like that.
But I was reading there's a mutual willingness. They're both going to sign between Stamkos and Tampa Bay. They both want him. So what does that mean? That means he's going to probably sign, dude.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah, but dude, do you see?
Tampa could still win it. Like, they still have it.
Yeah,
Ish.
they're dude. They got so many big fucking contracts, dude.
Mm.
Brandon Hagel he's going from $1.5 million to 6.5.
Yikes.
6.5. That's a $5 million raise.
Yeah, well, so look, hopefully Kent Hughes
right
can
now,
make a creative offer where like it works with the numbers.
Here's the thing that right now, Steven Stamkos, actually this final year, he made 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5. There might be fucking there's still that possibility. There's no way he's going to be worth that same amount of money. And there's no way he's going to get offered like there is there a GM out there stupid enough to pull a Bergevin? I'm going to pay a player for what he did in the past? Maybe there is one out there, but I
But
don't
like you said, Sam, he wants to go to a team
I don't see Kent Hughes being one of them.
Right. But if he signs in Montreal, I doubt he's going to have the longevity to be here when we're there to make a really good run for it.
Well, what if
I don't know? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Hold on. Okay, what if we sign him in a 4-year deal, but at the second year of his contract, we make the playoffs? And what if he's there
Listen,
and he's there
to make the playoffs next year? Fuck.
Like, we could, maybe. Hopefully.
Never know.
I don't know. You never know. But what if he's there to mentor these guys more than anything? He's won his Stanley Cups.
That, to me, is more likely to be the case. So, I don't know. And he knows the coaching staff like this.
What if you tell him, you can't choose, you're like, look, we'll give you a 4-year deal so you can retire at the age of 39. Come join this team. Come help us not help us rebuild, but be part of this rebuild. You're going to mentor. We're improving. You're playing for Marty, your old captain and teammate, mentor that was there for you when you broke into this league. And listen, if we are not going in the direction that we wanted to go in terms of making playoffs or whatever, we will make sure you go to a team that can accommodate you as the final piece to up your chance of winning a 3rd Stanley Cup and fucking end your career on a high note. Kent Hughes has that respect and reputation. He did it with Sean Monahan twice. It didn't work out the first year because Monahan got injured. He still convinced Monahan, come back. We'll try again. We're going to trade you to a team that, has a good chance of winning, which was not so Winnipeg. But anyways, all that to say is Hughes has that reputation. He has that level of respect towards these players. I'm just saying it's you never know. You never know. Maybe Stamkos is there thinking, if there's maybe another coach I want to play out there for besides John Cooper, maybe it is Marty, or maybe it's a Rob Brindamore. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, and that's the only thing that I'll say about Stamkos that you have to take into consideration is the guy I find is a little bit injury prone. Perhaps we can circumvent the cap with him if he comes here. He can stay out until the playoffs and then come right on in. We don't have these problems.
Genius! Pull a Mark Stone in Vegas, or you pulled his own team when they did with Kucherov.
Yeah, no. Jokes aside, all jokes aside, I do worry a little bit about him being more injury prone. But again, how many times are we going to use the word culture, winning culture, fierce competitor?
He definitely fits the culture part.
If you ask me, would you rather surround your players with Sean Monahan or would you rather surround them with Steven Stamkos? I know it's not the same price on the books, but I would take Stamkos any day of the week. I think there would be something very harmonious between Stamkos and St. Louis that might help translate onto the ice. Maybe stuff that they both did playing together that they can execute and reintroduce. Who knows? Yeah. But nevertheless, there's an obligation. There is an obligation for Kent Hughes to at least put the poker into the fire, get a feel for whether or not it's even an opportunity. If it's something that can come to fruition, like I think every single Montreal fan, no matter how much you dislike the move or it doesn't make sense, I think every single young Montreal Canadiens fan inside of us will be screaming and being like, okay, we got a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Rocket Richard winning player, not Corey Perry.
We went, dude. What are you talking about? We went nuts when Kovalchuk joined the team.
I love Kovalchuk.
I love him
absolutely
too.
love
Imagine
Kovalchuk.
Steven Stamkos joining the
Well,
Canadiens
and
at
Stamkos
that
has a
older
lot of
age.
good hockey. Stamkos still has good hockey in him, and
I think so too.
I do think that you bring in a Steven Stamkos and you're making the playoffs next year. Kirby Dach is healthy, Stamkos is in and healthy. Your
Where would
first
you slot
line
him
is
in the
performing like
lineup?
they did on the back
Second
half
line.
of the season.
Use-
Your defense is that much older. Like, we're making the playoffs, and who knows? You maybe get a round or two through, and the goaltending lets you down. The young defense makes too many mistakes, and you lose. But that is invaluable experience that would come to the team. And I have to say, I would be very welcoming of having a guy like Steven Stamkos in place for that, for the right price.
Yeah,
And again,
the right term, too.
But it's also, you know what? Let's get into maybe not the best time to do it, but there will be an opportunity to discuss this more in the off season. But a buyout of Gallagher, a buyout
Not gonna
or
happen this year.
possible trade.
Not this season.
Not this season, but in the upcoming seasons. I don't think Gallagher is going to be too much of a burden on the cap if ever we end up buying him out at the end of next season.
No, at the end of next season, yeah. And then you also hope that the cap goes up again, which is it's supposed to. But
they're putting these fucking RBC patches and goddamn Air Canada patches. I hope to God that they're upping the cap because they're making so much more money.
Well, Amazon's getting an NHL channel now too, so.
Yeah.
So that's going to help. I think Amazon is investing a bit in the NHL. I mean, they're going to be following 10 players around an entire season. So they're going to be making a reality TV show.
But it's not enough.
They also bought the rights for broadcasting.
It is a start.
It's a start.
Yeah.
They bought the right for Monday games broadcasting. No joke.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the NHL finally is really starting to make the money and but they still have long ways to go. But yeah, I would love to see Stamkos on the Canadiens. I like if a guy like Sean Monahan, which was a big influence and big mentor to a guy like Nick Suzuki and others in this young team, Steven Stamkos for sure is going to provide that same inspiration and mentorship. I personally don't think he's going to come here. I just don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's going to stay in Tampa. I think he says, give me 3 years at $3 million each. Just take care of me for the rest of my career. You're living in Florida. You're not paying state taxes. You're in the summer. You know what I mean? And the thing is,
you're in the summer.
You're in the summer.
All state of summer. Fuck.
You're in the sun.
Look at this beauty we have here right now.
You're in the sun all year long, but Tampa Bay's they have no draft picks. They're gonna have to trade pieces to acquire some of these things.
Yeah, in a few years.